Hi everybody, it's Tracy. I just wanted to drop on today. Come on. I was going through my journals and sorting them because sometimes when your inspiration is low, you tend to, well, I find it best to sort and organize, which is really strange for me, but and I saw this little guy and I'm like, why is this little guy still here? He or she is so cute. So I went and I looked at the listing, and I think it's because it never got its own YouTube video. So I thought I would pay some respects to this purple passion fruit purple journal, which I love, and I love everything in it. Mind you, I made it some time ago, so we're walking through it like it's for the first time. So it is built using a Ritz cracker box. So that is the, I'm just going to take off this really pretty little doily. So that is the basis for this. It is 4 signatures. It has a cute little, look at the purple in there. Look at the bling, and one down here too. And it's got this really pretty purple ribbon just hanging on the side. Now, the covers are, this is from a book. I can't even remember the name of the book because I think I used every single page in it and then just got rid of the cover. Oh, sorry. I'm sitting crooked again. Every video I'm sitting, okay, I'm not going to bang anything anymore. This is a really awkward setup here. Okay, so let's take a look. So, oh, there's a fly in my face. So this is also from the book. Isn't it beautiful? I wish I remembered what the book was called. I have a fruit fly in my face. Oh, it just went in my mouth. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to remember the digitals either at this time, unless they're frequently known to me. I have a feeling this could possibly be Ida Jane Designs, but I can't. So let's just keep going. It has the number 26 here. I don't know why, but it must have meant something at the time when I made it. So, oh, pretty. I think this might be Ida Jane. So here's another beautiful, look at the lilies here. And, oh, I think it was from, this is from a book about Emily Dickinson. I remember this page I took out. And then this is a napkin, and I did paint swatches on it. And this is a really pretty ribbon, and I think it must be, I must have only had this length because I don't have any more of it. It's really pretty. Matches there well. And here we have vintage music with a little, couple little buttons down here, and a charm with a, or a little paper clip with a pretty pearl dangle. Pages from a diary. This is from a Dutch book on porcelain. And here's another really beautiful digital page. And there's the other side of that. I love how it has like, it's almost like somebody like did it right now and then. Okay, so here's some beautiful ledger. Love the writing. The penmanship is gorgeous. This is from an old German newspaper. They must have been talking about the radio guy. Tribute to radio. Here is an old German invoice or ledger. Look at the color. Isn't it gorgeous? The patina. Oh, you know, a lot of the items in here might be German because I had just purchased several items from Danny at Danis Oase, DANYSOASE on Etsy, and she's in Germany, so that's why there's probably so many German pieces of paper in here, authentic pieces of paper, because they came from her. And this is from a Better Homes. I'm pretty sure it's Better Homes and Gardens. I'll see on the other side. A book on, I think it was on flower arranging. And you can tell it's probably from the 70s, just based on the design. I find I was going through the book the other day, and the design was like sort of like very, at the time it was like oriental. The spectrum, or the basis for how the design is. It's kind of like a bonsai tree too, maybe. This is a book from a very old children's book that I had taken apart, not knowing how maybe important that children's book may have been, but yeah. Oh well. So there's more from the book there. I guess it's not going to tell me, but I'm pretty sure it's Better Homes and Gardens, because after I ripped it up, I'm like, so you can tell how much older this is. So some pretty purple stamps to go with the theme. And here's the other side of that gorgeous green. That must be an invoice. And here we have this oh so pretty antique postcard, and it is from 1906. Beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? April Fools. Like, and look, it's like I reeled in a fish. That's a fish. And this is just a really beautiful page from, this is a part of a shoe, the toe of a shoe. And it's where What Women Create magazine, or In Her Studio. And I love the purple, so I added it there. And that's just an embossed piece of cardstock up in the corner for an up tuck. There's more of the radio guys. He had to stand out there all day long. That was his job, just to hold the antenna when they were doing the broadcasts. So on this ledger, just got a really cute little music charm there. You don't want to cover that up at all. So here on this page with the digital, I put some lace down here. This is from a shirt. This was the sleeve. And this tag is, this is scrapbook paper that I had, really heavy hard craft cardstock. I forget what the name of the company is, but I bought it at the time thinking, oh my God, this scrapbook paper is so great. And I didn't realize how thick it was. Like, you can't fold it, it cracks. So you cut little pieces out of it and you use it. So this is cute. This is just a little tiny piece of sari silk there. This is just organza, I think. And then a page from an antique book on the Roman Empire. And just a couple little thingies in there. This is vellum. And just a little cutout there. And then back, so pretty. There's more of that Dutch book, diary, music. And this is why I love this book. I had this piece of fabric from Jan at Lita Vintage, and I just loved it so much. And I wanted to add it somewhere, and then I had this picture of this little angel, and the purple background is just so pretty. So I decided I would add this little purple rosette and use this over the picture. So I absolutely love this page. Oh well, I'm not sure. And this is just another page from the kit, and then this is just I don't know where that picture came from. Sorry. Oh, and this another issue of Where Women Create. This woman made really beautiful floral design chairs. So she designed all the fabric and reupholstered all these chairs. And I just had a mini sitting around, so she's kind of leaning off the edge. I love that page. I gotta go revisit that kit. Okay. And this purple, this is a letter that they used to use to send way back when in France. So this is It just says Versailles, the 3rd of January. It doesn't have a date on it because they didn't post anything back there. But I got this from Kathy at Greek Chick, a paper hoarder. I love it. And there's some vintage lace down there. And this is a page from an old cookbook, the Modern Priscilla cookbook. And that's just a page from something. And this, I'm so sad. Okay, so I collect the Observer's Book of, and I guess when I got this Observer's Book of Dogs, it was before I started collecting them. So now I'm like, why did I take it apart? So that's like really special to me. So there we have another page, which kind of looks a little ruby and pearl amity bloom-esque. So we have a page from a history book about the Roman Empire, which is ironic because there's other stuff in there. But I loved the note-taking. I thought that's really interesting. And this is a page from a book about birthday cakes, custom birthday cakes. And you can tell that's 70s, 80s, right? But I loved the purple in it, and I thought it was really cute. Happy birthday, Rhonda. Is it your birthday, Rhonda, from A Little Bit French? And then we've got more ledger there. This is beautiful ledger. And another receipt. I included a lot. There's a lot of almost antique and vintage stuff in here. There's a Greek catalog, or a German catalog page. I don't know what book this is from, but it's obviously from Danny's stuff. So here's another really cute purple rosette and a purple button there on this. Gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, that's a pretty rose. And there again. And we'll just keep on going. Vintage receipts. So just a little tiny little lace cluster up there. And the birthday cakes. Love it. And this is, I don't know what kind of card this, I guess it's like a math flash card. But I couldn't do that in my head. 978 times 9, or 3,389 times 9. Oh. And there's a pretty purple stamp there with a stork on it. And meow. Oh no, woof woof. I haven't eaten yet today. My son and I are on diets for the wedding. And there's another really pretty stamp of Di and Charlie, Chuck. And there's, and you could see the spine. You'll see that at the end, how I attached the dangle. And this really pretty purple fabric that I used. And I just, you know, we all want to cinch in at the waist, right? And so this is just some like brown packing paper, and here's just a little cutout from a Peter Rabbit. And there's more beautiful ledger. And this, I had a piece of this vintage music paper, and for some reason when I stenciled on it, it took on, like, I did use 2 colors, but the page made it look really, I don't know. It looks like it was printed on, but it's not. It was stenciled because you can tell by how square it was, and all the time I went over the edges. And there's just some tape down there, a page from a little tiny dictionary. Oops, we got more there. Just a little piece of ledger tag with some stenciling on the back. Oh, I must have sprayed. Must have tried my Distress Oxide spray. The Laughing Cavalier. An Errant Knave. So here's some laundry tape on there. And I just loved this doily, so I just kept it on its own. Here's more of the napkin with an attempt at adding purple with watercolors, and not very good at it. Oh, well. A page from an encyclopedia. I love that. And there's the radio book again. Oh, she's pretty. Find a little row down there. It's a pretty page. And here, this is vintage wallpaper that I just made a little pocket from. Okay, so some of these must be Amity Bloom, unless I had this left over. This is a receipt, and you can tell it was on thermal because it's oh right, it's a little calculator that I got at the thrift store, and it still worked. It still had a roll of paper, and it still worked. I loved my grandma's adding machine when I was growing up. Oh my god, I used to use that adding machine so much, and her typewriter. So, oh, look at this beautiful, see, I didn't realize how much gorgeous stuff was in here. Now, this is from Reference Picture Collection Series, California Academy of Sciences. Wow, so that's an original plate. Tracy, you're so silly. That is so pretty too, isn't it? The purple there. And here's just some little paper ribbon trim there. And some more from that newspaper. There's the encyclopedia. There's the blue. And here, this blue picture is why I added that. And then Carrie William Thompson, I'm saying that maybe is Who Came Calling on Her at the time. And I just had this background paper that I must have gotten from Temu or something at one time, you know, when you're starting out and you buy everything. And this is when I probably just got my new pack of Tim Holtz little tiny paper clips because I use them all and now I have none and I'm not buying them again. That's too expensive. So here's just a little cluster I made. And there's a book page, and here's another tag I made. So it's just a whole mix of, I think that's a sticker, that's some fabric. Here is, look at, this is just a, hey, it's a charm now. And then I did some watercolor on that book page, and that's the scrapbook paper on the back. And then we've got the music sheet, another picture of a rose, and here's our last signature, I think. Wow, this is bigger than I thought. This is from an Ideals magazine. And what am I doing here? Who's going where? Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, it was you. So we just got a book page shoved in here. And another tag, collage tag, and that's from the Emily Dickinson book. And there's probably when I first got my little, whatever you call that thing. And these are label, I think they were used for jewelry, price tags for jewelry at one time. I have a whole bunch of those that I got from my friend Heather on Marketplace. Some more beautiful pages. And this is just a book page from school from someone. And it's vintage. And there we go. I just added that little thing down there. Oh, I crackled the heck out of her, eh? Poor girl. And I added every tiny little piece of leftover scraps I had, but that's junk journaling, right? It is. And there's a beautiful letter. Oh my gosh, what did I do? This is from 1900. Dear Miss Ball. I hope you have made a beginning in this place, though we have not received reports from you. Well, in this place, we would like you to reestablish old agents. CIA. This one didn't explode, and it didn't get burned. So here's just a texture paste collage, and this is just a piece of a collar. Oops, I think it's, oh, my stomach just growled. I think it goes like that. And this is actually from an orchid that I had. And I pressed it and I thought it's purple, so I'm going to add it. And I think it looks really great right there. That's just a piece of scrapbook paper or something. And I think this image might be fauna. Not sure. So here's just a little bit more bling. This is just, I don't know, from something to do with sewing, I think. But it looked good. And here's a great bag I got. And then this is just a whole mix of fabrics and everything, and a vintage liquor label on there, or pop. Yeah, pop. And this is from a beautiful 1950s book that I had. It's called The Book of Wallpaper. And I've talked about it before, and I was like, I don't know why now, in hindsight, that I ripped it up, but what are you going to do with it anyway? Leave it on your shelf. Love this postcard. It's not old. Here's a page from Henry VI. It's a little play. And then just this, a little tag from cardstock, scrapbooking paper, and just a little tag. You see how sometimes it takes so long to figure out what we want to say? Oi, this is, I wanted this German tape so bad, and I overpaid so bad for it. I can't believe now when I look back that I paid that much from that person on Etsy and that they were charging that much. It was really silly. I do have some left because I've hoarded it, and Sweet Pea Curiosities has a freebie on their Ko-fi or coffee site where there's German tape, and it's in a whole bunch of different numbers, and it looks so good. So check out Sweet Pea Curiosities on Ko-fi, K-O-F-I. And then there's some more fabric tape. Love this. Nice. And again on this page with the beautiful writing. I wonder how long it took to write all that out so neat. And for it to be in a ledger and be perfect, like not, oh, maybe, look, right over. Whoa, that's it. And there's the wallpaper book, and here's the other side of that paper bag. And this is a book from a German to English translation book. And this is from the purple section, which I think is, I don't know. And there's a book page of some sort. And here we have, this is lace that I got from Janet Lita Vintage again, and I put the whole thing on there. And here is an airmail envelope, which I don't know if I have any more like this, but it was to the Milton Bradley Company. That's so cool. And yeah, on the inside too is so awesome. Yeah, so that is December, that is 1938. And then there's the back of that. Sure, Occidental Publishing. It's accidental something. Hoping to hear from you fully with a good report from this place. I remain very truly yours. Oh, and this is from a book that I got about like just enjoying life and having fun. It was pictures of all these older women doing all these fun things. There was one in another journal that I use where they're all sitting there eating an ice cream cone, I think. It's just, oh, it looks so fun. And this is from that book. I fussy cut out this beautiful big rose there. So here we have a vintage slide, and then this is one of those checks, beautiful purple stamp on there. This is one of the checks that my grandmother on my dad's side, she signed these. She worked for the township, and this is from 1948. My dad would have been 9 then. That's pretty cool. And where they lived, I'm not going to do that right now. Where they lived, it was a one schoolroom school, one classroom school. And I found a picture of my dad. There's like a Morrison, you know, history book on Facebook, and I went looking through, and there was a picture of my dad and my uncle when they were in grade school. Oh my gosh, it was so interesting. I don't know, sentimental because my dad's gone, but it was just really neat to see what he looked like when, and it was probably early 1940s. So, and there's a beautiful prayer card there, and just some paper for taking notes, and more of Jan's beautiful fabric there. Some little beads on a rusted safety pin. Now that I know is a ruby and pearl because it's in the one I'm working on right now. A beautiful purple collage page with more of that tape. Just a little sticker, I think, and I stamped on it. Beautiful purple lilacs and this bird cage, piano roll, everything but the kitchen sink. And there's the ideals page on the back, and this is the back page of the journal with another picture from that beautiful book. So there she is, and she's waiting for a home. We'll call her Posey, right? I don't know why. I just thought of Posey. So I just thought I wanted to spend some time with you. And I'll probably put this up on Saturday, and I hope you all enjoy very much, and it may end up having more little goodies added to it before then. All right, and check out my, it's my Etsy shop is FillingBookshelves. So have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.